Next problem is determine the DFT of the sequence x of n is equal to 1 by 4 for 0 less than or equal to n less than or equal to 2. Okay, second value of x of n is given, it is 0, means for other cases. Now here x of n is given, okay, its value is 1 by 4, okay, but when it is present only between 0 to 2, and in other cases it is 0. So we can draw it graphically also. Okay, I am giving you here a graphical representation. Okay, so here n is present over the coordinate system, and here the x of n is present. Okay, similarly here points I am putting 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, similarly here in negative side minus n, it is minus 1, minus 2. Okay, and so on. Now here we will put the value, that is 1 by 4. Okay, for n is equal to 0, it is 1 by 4. Okay, I write here it is 1 by 4. Okay, this value is present. Similarly, at n is equal to 1, again it is present, it is 1 by 4. Okay, similarly, n is equal to 2, again it is present, 1 by 4. Okay, and in other cases its value is 0. Okay, so this is a graphical representation of our DFT. Okay, our discrete time signal. Now here for this we have to find out the discrete Fourier transform. Now here to find the discrete Fourier transform of this discrete time signal, here we first know what is the discrete Fourier transform. Okay, we know here discrete Fourier transform is defined as x of k is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to minus j 2 pi nk by n. Okay, now here from this formula of discrete Fourier transform, here x of n is known. Okay, x of n is already given in the in the problem. Okay, similarly here this sequence is of 3 points. Okay, so these 3 points are given here like this: 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Means here I can write here x of n is equal to 1 by 4, comma 1 by 4, comma 1 by 4. Okay, here if you trace it from the graph, okay, for 0, okay, this is the arrowhead mark. Okay, means here n is equal to 0. For 0 its value is 1 by 4. If n is equal to 1, its value is 1 by 4. N is equal to 2, its value is 1 by 4, and all other cases it is 0. So that's why here this is a way of representation of sequence. Okay, so discrete time signal is represented in sequence form. Now here total 3 points are given, so from this you can able to determine the value of n. Okay, so here total 3 points are given, so you can say here it is a 3-point discrete time signal. Okay, now here again in our formula here e raised to minus j 2 pi nk by n is given. Okay, so here we consider for a moment point of view. Okay, we assume let omega. Okay, omega is equal to here 2 pi k by n. Okay, at this moment for the solving point of view, this term is not needed for us, only the n term will be needed. Okay, so for that here for iterative point of view, here we will make it as a omega value. Okay, so that's why omega is replacing this 2 pi k by n. So we will rewrite our discrete Fourier transform. Okay, so that's why we will say here summation of n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to, now what is that, minus j, now here 2 pi k. Okay, 2 pi by k and n is replaced by omega. So that's why here you will get omega n. Okay, so this will be left in our expression. Now here we will put the value of n is 0 to n minus 1. Okay, so that's why it is 0 to n is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, so that's why we will get here summation of n is equal to 0 to 2. Getting my point? Getting my point? Okay. Similarly here I say x of n e raised to minus j omega n. Now I am going to solve this expression. Okay. So that's why here we will solve this problem. Okay. So here summation term I am solving. Okay. I am putting the value of n is equal to 0. So when n is equal to 0, what is x of 0? X of 0 is 1 by 4. So first of all I am putting it x of 0 and then later on I am replacing it. Okay, x of 0 into e raised to, now if you put n is equal to 0, the whole term will become 0. So that's why, okay, whole term means the numerator term will become 0. So that's why you will get e raised to 0 plus, okay, x of 1, okay, into e raised to, now if n is 1, so that's why you will get minus j omega. Okay, similarly third one is x of 2 into e raised to, what is 2, n is equal to 2, so that's why minus j 2 omega. Okay, so that's why you got the term that is x of 0 e raised to 0 plus x of 1 e raised to minus j omega plus x of 2 e raised to minus j 2 omega. Now I am putting all the values. So that's why here I put 1 by 4. Okay, 1 by 4 is x of 0, x of 1 and x of 2. Okay, so that's why I make it common value. Okay, e raised to 0, it is nothing but 1 plus, getting my point? Similarly, e raised to minus j omega plus e raised to minus j 2 omega. This term will be left in our problem. Okay, now this is a x of k. Now, what is the solution? What will be the next point? Okay, here we will restricted here 1 by 4 in bracket 1 plus e raised to minus j omega plus e raised to minus j 2 omega. Now here from this expression, can you find any common value? Can you make any common value? Okay, here 1 is here e raised to minus j omega is here e raised to minus j 2 omega is present. So is it possible to take it a common value? Okay, so here if I take here e raised to minus j omega value common from this, okay, so if I take it common 1 by 4 e raised to minus j omega, now if you multiply it, so that's why here it will be common from this 1 also. So that's why here 1 into e raised to minus j omega means here you will get e raised to j omega. So that's why if I multiply with e raised to j omega, so that's why e raised to j omega and e raised to minus j omega, you will get cancellation. Okay, means here that value will be unity. Okay, similarly here second one value is e raised to minus j omega. We already take it common, so that's why it will becomes 1. Okay, and finally here e raised to minus j 2 omega. So that's why from this e raised to minus j 2 omega, we take common e raised to minus j omega. So that's why here minus j omega will be common. So that's why 1 minus j omega will be left. So that's why here you will get e raised to minus j omega. That will be term left from this e raised to minus j 2 omega. Okay, now here hope you got it. Okay, if you are not getting it, you can ask me. Okay, or you can try to solve it. Okay, just very simple mathematical. Okay, so here now here 1 by 4 e raised to minus j omega is kept outside of the bracket. Now can you think about e raised to j omega and e raised to minus j omega? Is there any standard formula is there? Okay, so here if you think about the cos omega, okay, if I write it cos omega, or as per your mathematics, it will be a cos theta. What is that? E raised to j omega plus e raised to minus j omega by 2. Hope you remembered it. Okay, cos theta plus e raised to j theta plus e raised to minus j theta divided by 2. Okay, is it a standard formula? So that's why if that formula is there, so from that formula we can here replace these values. Okay, so here 1 is there, so that's why I write here 1 will be as it is. So that's why 1 by 4 e raised to minus j omega in bracket 1. Okay, and now e raised to j omega and e raised to minus j omega, that term will be there. The two value is present at the denominator, so that's why we say it will get multiplied. So that's why you will get rest value is 2 cos omega. So that's I write here plus 2 cos omega. Okay, now this term is left, so that's why I got here x of k is equal to 1 by 4 e raised to minus j omega plus in bracket 1 plus 2 cos omega. Okay, now here is it possible to again deduct it, or can you replace it? I hope this will be the restricted time, means this will be the time of getting answer. Now here at this moment you can able to put the value of omega. Okay, so if you put the value of omega in answer, you will get here 1 by 4 e raised to minus j 2 pi k by, now what is n? N is 3. Okay, I put it here j. Okay, omega is 2 pi k by 3. Okay, this will be the value. Now 1 plus, okay, lastly I will get 2 cos 2 cos, what is 2 pi k by 3, 2 pi k by 3. Okay, this value is getting at last. Okay, and again I write curly brace. Okay, so lastly I put it the value of omega, so that I got here x of k is equal to 1 by 4 e raised to minus j 2 pi k by 3 in bracket 1 plus cos 2 cos in bracket 2 pi k by 3. Okay, this is your final answer. Okay, now here this will be the answer for given x of n. Okay, so this is a x of k, that is this is a discrete Fourier transform. Okay, hope you got it. Next problem is find a 4-point DFT of the sequence x of n is equal to cos n pi by 4. Now here 4-point DFT sequence is given. For 4-point DFT sequence point of view, here n value is 4. Okay, n value is 4. Okay, and the discrete time signal is given x of n is equal to cos of n pi by 4. But here whatever the points are not given up till now, whatever the discrete time signal is given, okay, that is given in the form of points, but now here it is given in the form of expressions. Okay, now here main point is here that how you can able to find out the values of that, okay, that x of n. Okay, so for that point of view, here you need to put the value of n. Okay, now here n is given, here it is 4, means here the value of n will be varying from 0 to n minus 1, means value of n will be varying from 0 to 3. Okay, so I am using x of n. Okay, n is 0 to 3, so we will write here x of n is equal to, now first value, okay, cos of n is 0. Okay, so that's why here the whole term will become 0. Okay, similarly the second one, cos of n is 1 means pi by 4, got it. Similarly the third one, cos of n is equal to 2 pi by 4 means pi by 2, got it. Third one, fourth one, okay, similarly here cos of 3 pi by 4. Okay, now here we putted the value of n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and 3. So that's why when n is equal to 0, we got cos 0. When n is equal to 1, we got cos pi by 4. When n is equal to 2, we got cos by pi by 2, and n is equal to 3, we got cos 3 pi by 4. समझ में आया सबको? अभी यहाँ पर हम इसका वैल्यू यहाँ पर फाइंड आउट करेंगे. So that's why what is cos 0? Cos 0 is nothing but 1. Similarly cos pi by 4, cos pi by 4 कितना आएगा? 0.707. Okay, third one cos pi by 2 कितना आएगा? 0. 4 cos 3 pi by 4 कितना आएगा यहाँ पर? -0.707. आ गया सभी को? यहाँ पर हमारा x of n जो है डिस्क्रीट टाइम सीक्वेंस, यहाँ पर यह कुछ इस तरह अपने को यहाँ पर मिल रहा है. ओके, नाउ दिस इज आवर इनपुट सीक्वेंस. Now we have to find out the DFT of that. Okay, so for finding the DFT here, first of all you should have to you have to define it. So define DFT. What is that? X of k is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to minus j 2 pi n k by n. Okay, this is our main definition of discrete Fourier transform. Now here the value of k and n will be dependent on the 4-point DFT. Now here the value of k you can determine from n. So that's why it will be totally depend on n. Okay, so that's why we will say here it will be varying from 0, 1 up to n minus 1. Okay, what is n? N is equal to 4. 4 minus 1, it is 3. Okay, 4 minus 1 means it will be 3. So that's why value of k will be 0, 1, 2 and 3. So we have to find out the x of k for value of 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Similarly here x of n is already known to you. Okay. So we will go for finding the x of k one by one. Okay. Now here you can also put the value of x of n and n value. Okay, I am putting it. So that's why here you can solve it. N is equal to 0 to n. N is equal to here 4. 4 minus 1, it is 3. Okay, and here x of n and e raised to. Now here n is equal to 4. So that's why 2 by 4 means pi by 2. Okay, that term will be left in our exponent form. So that's why here I write here minus j pi n k by 2. Okay, so this will be our final expression, that is x of k is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 x of n e raised to minus j pi nk by 2. Now we use this expression for finding the DFT sequence. Now here we will go for finding the DFT sequence. So here I just clear this k and k values. Okay. Now we will go for finding the k is equal to 0. So when k is equal to 0, okay, if you say k is equal to 0, so that's why here x of 0, okay, here k value is put here, so that's why x of 0. What is x of 0? Now use this expression summation of n is equal to 0 to 3 and here x of n. Okay, now here x of n into e raised to. Now if you put the value of k is equal to 0, that whole exponent term will become 0. So that's why you will get e raised to 0. And if it is e raised to 0, so finally you will get n is equal to 0 to 3 x of n, because here e raised to 0 term will be 1. Now we solve this expression. Okay, if you solve this expression, so you will get here x of 0 plus x of 1 plus x of 2 plus x of 3. Okay, so just put the value of n is equal to 0 to 3. Okay, finally you will get here x of 0, x of 1, x of 2 and x of 3. Okay, अभी यहाँ पर हम ये वैल्यू यहाँ पर पुट आउट कर देंगे. So that's why x of 0 क्या है 1 plus x of 1 क्या है 0.707. थर्ड क्या है वैल्यू यहाँ पर 0. फोर्थ वैल्यू क्या है यहाँ पर -0.707. ओके, तो 0.707 will be cancelled and only one term will be left. So that's why here you got first DFT sequence, that is x of 0 is equal to 1. Okay, keep it in record. Okay, so that's why here first DFT point you got, that is x of 0 is equal to 1. Now go for a k is equal to 1. Okay, just I erase it. Now I write here when k is equal to 1. Okay, if k is equal to 1, so that's why here x of 1 is equal to, okay, summation n is equal to 0 to 3, right? Okay, similarly here x of n into, now here value of k is equal to 1, so the exponent term will becomes e raised to minus j pi n by 2. Okay, e raised to minus j pi n by 2. Okay, so this term will be available over exponent. Okay, e raised to minus j pi n by 2. Okay, now we solve this expression. Okay, so here solve this summation term. Okay, put the value of n is equal to 0 to 3. So here x of 0, okay, into, if you put the value of n is equal to 0, you will get e raised to 0 plus x of 1. Now if you put the value of n is equal to 1, here you will get e raised to minus j pi by 2. Then x of 2. Okay, x of 2 is always 0. So that's why it is meaningless. If you put or if you write here the value. Okay, so that's why e raised to, okay, and e raised to term. So that's why instead of writing it, I write here it is 0 plus. Okay. Similarly, the next one term is x of 3 into e raised to, now n is equal to 3. So that's why here minus j 3 pi by 2. Right? Now you can write here what is x of 0? x of 0 is equal to 1. 1 into 1, it will be 1. So here e raised to 0 is 1. So that's why that term will be 1. Okay. Then second one term, that is x of 1. X of 1 is 0.707. Okay. 0.707. X of 1 value is 0.707. Now here e raised to minus j pi by 2. What is e raised to minus j pi by 2? Okay, if you solve it, okay, here e raised to minus j theta. Okay, if you put it, you will get minus j term will be there. Okay, so I write directly here minus j. Then third term is 0. Then next one, fourth one term, that is x of 3. X of 3 is minus 0.707. So I write it in bracket 0.707 into e raised to minus j 3 pi by 2. Now if you solve it by e raised to j theta, okay, it will be cos 3 pi by 2 minus j sin 3 pi by 2. Okay, the rest term you will get, that is j. Try to solve it. Okay, now if that term will be there, so if you solve it here, 1 here minus point, okay, j 0.707. okay, and here the term minus j 0.707. okay, so this minus minus will be added, so you will get 1 minus j 1.414. this term is getting, so that's why x of 1 is now this one. सभी को समझ में आ रहा है? कोई किसी को प्रॉब्लम? ओके, ई रेस टू थीटा का टर्म बराबर ध्यान रखो, उसको बराबर प्रॉपरली सॉल्व करो. ओके, आपको बराबर माइनस जे और जे मिलेगा, राइट? नाउ नेक्स्ट वन. ओके, हियर k इज इक्वल टू, नाउ k इज इक्वल टू 2. अगर k इज इक्वल टू 2 यहाँ पर पुट आउट करता हूँ तो मुझे यहाँ पर x ऑफ 2 मिलेगा. x ऑफ 2 मेरा यहाँ पर आएगा समेशन, यहाँ पर n इज इक्वल टू 0 to 3 x ऑफ n e रेस टू. अभी यहाँ पर k की वैल्यू यहाँ पर 2 है, सो दैट्स व्हाई मुझे यहाँ पर अगर वह वैल्यू यहाँ पर 2 वैल्यू पुट आउट करता हूँ तो मैं यहाँ पर एक टर्म यहाँ एडिशनल लिखता हूँ, माइनस j पाई इंटू n into 2 divided by what is 2. Okay, so that term 2 get cancelled, you will get here e raised to minus j pi n. Okay, that 2 get cancelled, you will get e raised to minus j pi n. Okay, that term will be left in our exponent. Now solve this. Okay, if you solve this summation term, here you will get x of 0 into e raised to 0 plus x of 1 into e raised to now 1, that is minus j pi. Okay, plus 0 plus x of 3 into e raised to now 3 means here minus 3 minus j 3 pi, minus j 3 pi. Okay, getting everyone? Now here I am giving you the formula, that is what is e raised to minus j theta. What is e raised to minus j theta? That is cos theta minus j sin theta. Use this formula for solving the value of e raised to j theta. Okay, I am writing here it. Okay, so that's why x of 0, what is that? X of 0 is here 1 because e raised to 0, again it is the 1 term. Similarly here x of 1 is 0.707 e raised to minus j theta, it is minus 1. Hope you got it. Plus 0 plus x of 3 x of 3 is minus 0.707 and e raised to minus j3 pi। अगर आप उसको सॉल्व करोगे तो आपको वहां पर मिलेगा -1। ओके, तो यहाँ पर मुझे आखिरी में यहाँ यह देखो, यह टर्म, ओके, यह आएगा माइनस टर्म, ओके, और वह यहाँ पर ये माइनस टर्म, ओके, यहाँ पर माइनस माइनस प्लस, ओके, ये और ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा, आखिरी में मुझे यहाँ पर 1 मिलेगा। सो दैट्स व्हाई x of 2 will becomes 1। आ गया? ओके, अभी आखिरी पॉइंट रह गया k is equal to 3। k is equal to 3, k is equal to 3 बोले तो x of 3 यानी समेशन ऑफ यहाँ पर n is equal to 0 to 3, ओके, x of n into e raised to क्या आएगा -j3 pi n by 2, ओके। कुछ सॉल्व होने की गुंजाइश है वहां पर? नहीं, वहां पर -j3 n pi 3 pi n by 2 ये आपको वहां पर टर्म आएगी। अगर आप यहाँ पर उसे सॉल्व करते हो तो अब यहाँ पर उसे हम यहाँ पर सॉल्व करेंगे डायरेक्टली, उसमें कोई यहाँ पर चांस नहीं अपने को रिप्लेसिंग का। सो दैट्स व्हाई यहाँ पर x of 0 e raised to 0, ओके, ये टर्म यहाँ पर 0 हो जाएगा, प्लस x of 1 e raised to यहाँ पर n की वैल्यू यहाँ पर 1 रखता हूँ तो मुझे यहाँ पर मिलेगा -j3 pi by 2, ओके। थर्ड टर्म मिलेगा यहाँ पर x of 2, यहाँ पर मुझे x of 2 यहाँ पर 0 है, इसलिए मैं यहाँ पर उसको डायरेक्टली यहाँ पर लिख रहा हूँ। थर्ड फोर्थ वन टर्म यहाँ पर आएगा x of 2, ओके, यहाँ पर x of 2 इंटू e raised to यहाँ पर n की वैल्यू रहेगी यहाँ पर 3 इंटू 3 9, ओके, ये 3 इंटू 3 9, ओके, 9 pi by 2, ओके। सो दैट्स व्हाई मैं यहाँ पर लिख रहा हूँ -j9 pi by 2। आ गया समझ में सभी को? कोई किसी को तक प्रॉब्लम? ओके, अभी आप यहाँ पर e raised to -j3 pi by 2 उसकी वैल्यू यहाँ पर सॉल्व कर सकते हो। यहाँ पर e raised to -j9 pi by 2 इसकी वैल्यू यहाँ पर ले सकते हो। मैं यहाँ पर लिख रहा हूँ यहाँ पर x of 0 और e raised to 0, यहाँ पर वो मुझे मिलेगा यहाँ पर 1। सिमिलरली यहाँ x of 1 है 0.707, क्या है आपका e raised to -j3 pi by 2, यहाँ पर आपको उसकी वैल्यू क्या मिल रही है? वह है यहाँ पर j, देखो वेरीफाई करो, प्लस 0 प्लस यहाँ पर x of 2 आएगा मुझे यहाँ पर -0.707 e raised to -j9 pi by 2 का वैल्यू बताओ, वह आएगा आपको यहाँ पर -j, ओके। आ गया सभी को? अब यहाँ पर मैं यहाँ उसे सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ, ये आएगा मुझे 1 प्लस j 0.707 और ये यहाँ पर माइनस माइनस ये रहेगा मेरा j 0.707, लास्ट में मुझे यहाँ पर मिल जाएगा 1 प्लस j 1.414, ये रहेगा मेरा x of 3, ओके। अभी तक मुझे यहाँ पर टोटल 4 पॉइंट मिले हैं, तो चारों पॉइंट यहाँ पर मुझे यहाँ रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ, वह आएंगे यहाँ पर कुछ इस तरह x of k, ओके। पहला पॉइंट था 1, सेकंड पॉइंट था 1 माइनस j 1.414, थर्ड पॉइंट था 1, फोर्थ पॉइंट आपके सामने है 1 प्लस j 1.414। इस तरह मुझे यहाँ पर 4 पॉइंट DFT सीक्वेंस यहाँ पर मिली है। यह मेरा रिजल्ट रहेगा, ये मेरा आंसर रहेगा फाइनल, ओके। आ गया सभी को? आ सकते हो यहाँ तक सभी? देखो किसी को कोई डाउट रहा तो सॉल्व करो, मेरे से पूछ लो, सिंपल है, साइन और कॉस का रिप्रेजेंटेशन है, कोई ज्यादा गड़बड़ मत करो, ओके।